California has passed groundbreaking new regulations to limit emissions from diesel-fueled locomotives. This move by the California Air Resources Board, or CARB, puts the state at the forefront of ambitious regulations on high-polluting railways. Environmental justice advocates and local residents in frontline communities throughout California spoke of the heartbreaking burden these new rules are liable to lighten, one of relentless rumbling that shakes along the tracks and the high rates of asthma, cancer and other health effects. Diesel emissions are responsible for 70% of cancer risk from toxic air in California, and CARB analysts project a 90% reduction in local cancer risk following the phases when implemented. CARB's proposal also drastically cuts greenhouse gas emissions from locomotives by an amount akin to removing all heavy-duty trucks from the state by 2030. The rail industry has expressed concern with the swift timeline of the proposals, saying infrastructure and capacity for the shift is inadequate. Union Pacific has given itself a longer runway to transition, aiming to net zero by 2050, while many advocates had hoped for more. Residents near the railways who live with the constant emissions have waited long enough, knowing that nobody would choose to turn their neighborhoods into homes amidst diesel-spewing locomotives. CARB is presently speaking with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency to get the plans approved and acknowledge they are getting positive feedback. However, more regulations and legislation must be adopted to carry out the Carbon Board's mandate. This includes narrowing the time locomotives can idle, hastening the transition to cleaner railways, and proper infrastructure for zero-emission locomotives. The Pacific Research Institute warns of increased costs for goods that move by rail, something that frontline communities should consider when the regulations help them in the long run. All in all, Thursday's vote was the first big step towards California's air being cleaner and safer. This landmark piece of legislation can potentially directly improve the lives of Californians living by the railways, but also set an example for other states and federal governments to find ways to make efficient and sustainable railway transport viable.